striving for my intangible aspirations of inner peace, of kindness, of empathy in my sentiments and actions towards my fellow beings of life force energy, I have come to appreciate one virtue above all else, one that seems to be fading from our modern ambitions and social media posts, the aspiration of wisdom. The fallacy with being wise is that it requires time, a luxury that many of us consciously do not have, and the rest of all other living beings do not unconsciously have. That includes plants, animals, and unfortunately, most human beings. But nevertheless, wisdom is not at the mercy of time. If it were, all octogenarians and gray-haired and wrinkly-skinned people would be considered wise. Knowing that wise is not a byproduct of the amount of time spent alive, I believe that wisdom is a framework through which decisions of life are made. Some may discover and adopt this framework sooner, while most do so regrettably in their final stages of life. Considering that I have abruptly arrived at my final chapter of life, I wonder if I have been wise with my time, with my decisions, with my words, with my actions, and in my relationships. And what I can truthfully conclude is indeed I have not. While I have been more prudent than most about my decision-making process and have been quite considerate in the impact it will have, and have carried myself with heightened levels of empathy for others, I have, in more emotionally intense decisions, given into my more animalistic and primitive temptations. Whether it was knowing the better of two paths but being too weak to choose the right one, whether it was being conscious of the damaging effects of a rhetorical statement to a lover by not holding my tongue, or in any other moment in which my biology has checkmated my cognitive intellect, I did not express the full range of the wisdom I know I'm capable of. Although I am wise enough to know that human beings are replete with mental and emotional foibles and thus must be handled gently, I have not been wise enough to grant this idea passage into the fortress of my mind, that I too require the same consideration of empathy for myself, for my humanistic weaknesses, and thus must handle myself both caringly and appreciatively, like that of fine china.